Morning. It's Monday, March 29th, and I hope you had a great weekend. I for sure did. So I'm going to share something with you about my family. So let me bring up a few pictures here. So this is my daughter, Allie. She's a sophomore at the high school. She's an underclassman on the girls varsity basketball team that it happens to be coached by her dad, my husband. And on Friday night, they won the Division One girls basketball district championship. So that was super exciting. That's her holding the trophy, obviously. And we took quite a few pictures that evening. This is my family. So my husband and my daughter Katie on the left, and my other daughter Lauren on the right. And after they won with the trophy, holding up their win, their W's on their fingers. And there's the trophy. And there's the excitement after the buzzer went off. So it was a fantastic game. It was a lot of fun, very intense to start with. But in the end, they ended up winning by 15 in the fourth quarter. So that was my weekend. That was super, super exciting. So this evening, Monday evening, we are headed to West Ottawa. They're playing in a regional final tonight at 5:30, and they're playing against Hudsonville, which is a very, very good team. So it'll be another exciting game, and it would be great if you could just wish them some luck. So let's see what you're doing today. Your learning target is I can review basic and essential skills in math. And so, what you're going to do is a basic skills assessment. And notice at number one, it says no calculators. And if you're in person, your crew teacher has the copies for you. And if you are virtual, there is a copy attached here for you. And let me talk about that for a few minutes and what you're going to do. So when you get the copy today, in fact, you know what? Let me show you what it looks like. So this is the first side, and it's double-sided. There's 8 questions. Okay, looks like this. And it's basic skills, and it's actually, when you look at some of it, it's some of how problems were set up for you in elementary school, kindergarten through 6th grade, when you learned your basic skills, whether it was decimals, fractions, geometry, anything, right? Okay, basic skills in math. So what we're going to ask you to do today is go through these 8 questions and answer each question to the best of your ability, work hard on it, try every problem, explain, show work. In fact, it'll tell you, like if you look at number 2 right now, it says, what fraction of the entire shape is shaded? Explain how you know. And so when you see that, explain what you know, put in words whatever you do know. Down, let me go to the other side here. Number 6, this example here, letter A is going to ask you to fill in the blanks on each number line on the arcs above the number line. So here you're going to see on these arcs, there's dots. You're going to fill in what's missing there. So like if you look at letter C here, it shows in this arc, it's going by 500. So if you see the dots like that, in letter A and letter B, actually there's still some in letter C at the bottom, letter D, anything where those dots are, you're going to try to fill those blanks in. What do you see? What pattern do you see? And then letter B, what math problem were they all solving? So please make sure you read those directions when it asks you to use complete sentences, to explain, to draw, to show what you know on these. So don't panic, okay? Again, we're asking you to do the best that you can. We're looking to see where your basic skills are right now in 7th grade. And so that's important going into 8th grade. We're in 3rd trimester, and we're just looking and evaluating what you know. And it's not graded, okay? It's not going in the grade book. But at the same time, this is helpful for us as math teachers, 7th grade math teachers, 8th grade math teachers, to be able to see what you know and help you where needed. Okay, so when you go through this, like it said on the agenda, there's no calculators that you're allowed to use. Still looking. Oh, just looking to make sure I don't miss anything. When you go through the questions, don't put in IDK, I don't know. That's not really what we want to see. We want you to try your best. If there's one that's hard, go past it, skip it, and go back to it later. And if you have a question, if you're not sure how to do it, don't ask your crew teachers. We don't want you to ask for help. We actually, we're trying to evaluate what you know. And so, it's okay if you on the problems, if you want to write the question down, like, I'm not sure what the question's stating. Here's what I do know. Like, whatever you can do to help you answer these, do your best. Again, do your best. Don't ask your crew teachers, don't ask your friends, don't ask your crewmates, your pod members. We really want you to focus on this on your own. Now, it could take some of you 15 minutes, it could take some of you a half hour, it could take some of you the whole hour, and that's totally fine. um, when you do finish, when you have your 8 questions done, if you're in person, you're going to hand that to your crew teacher. They're going to collect it. By the end of the math hour, if you're not done, they're still going to collect it from you. And again, remember, it's not graded. They're going to collect it and give it back to Mr. Terpstra and myself and Mr. Whalen, and we're going to look through them. All right. So no matter what, by the end of math hour today, those are getting turned in to your crew teacher. Virtual. When I come back here, what I did is I said, here's the copy. You can take a picture of both sides and send it to your math teacher when you finish. And then that way we'll just take it from there, right? So the virtual copy is there for you to use. Okay, now let's say you have some time. Number 2, so this geometry review in number 2, I'm gonna have this on Tuesday's agenda as well. So coming up after spring break, we're gonna go into chapter 8, and it's more geometry. It's called Measure Figures. And we need to make sure our base knowledge on areas of squares, rectangles, and triangles are good to go. So that's a 6th grade item. And so if you don't remember that from last year, if you don't remember the formulas, I did 2 things for you. Underneath number 2, the first bullet, there's a Finding Areas video that you can view and go through and look at the formulas and how those are done. In the top left corner here, I put the area formulas for squares and rectangles and triangles. So you can use either one of those. And then you're going to use that to go into BuzzMath. And this, in BuzzMath, you can use your calculators on. We did 2 things: measuring the area of squares and rectangles, 1, and then finding the areas of triangles. So you can go into those and work through those and practice that previous knowledge from 6th grade. Number 3, I'm going to start a chapter 8 graded checklist. So I know we're not starting chapter 8 till after spring break, but we're going to start creating that checklist of what's due by the end of chapter 8. And so that would be Alex, first off, from last week. So March 22nd through the 28th, that'll be the first item there. And then we'll just keep growing that list as we go through chapter 8. Okay, so keep in mind this week coming up on the left, we have half a day on Thursday and no school on Friday due to spring break coming up. And so because of that, for Alex, we're not going to do a grade this week on Alex. We do still have on Wednesday that you're going to work on 15 minutes of Alex at home at your at-home day, but there's no grade for it this week. So I think that's it for today. Have a wonderful Monday, and I'll see you back here Tuesday morning. See you later.